So guys, we're going to do a story time about what happened last night. Well, I come downstairs because I wanted something to snack on. And I was going to let the dogs out. I currently have my 3 dogs and my daughter's 2 dogs here. So, they needed to go outside. I let them outside. I start making my snack. Then all of a sudden I start hearing them bark. But it was not like they were playing bark. It was like they were attacking something bark. And I stop what I'm doing. I go outside and I yell at them. 2 of my dogs paid attention. But the 2 schnauzers and the corgi were all around, kind of like the water bowl, but on the side of it too, and like if they wanted to attack something. When I pay attention, there's a reddish brown rattlesnake there. Luckily, at the end of the day, the dogs did pay attention. They came inside. My daughter was currently on a call, so I couldn't disturb her. And I go pay attention to see if the rattlesnake is still there. It's coiled, but it didn't rattle. Didn't know what that was about. I started throwing some ice on it so it could be stung, but like, okay, I need to go away because this was around 6, 7 o'clock last night, so the sun was going down. And I mean, it was one of the most... I wasn't scared, and normally I am. It slowly uncoiled, and then it started moving around. It actually went behind the fence, but then it came back out and it coiled into my bush that I have. I have a white campana bush. It has a lot of significance and a lot of different spiritual meanings. It has to do with removing blockages, and it just helps you on your spiritual path. The snake wrapped around it and stayed in there hidden. I went back inside and my daughter tells me she was done from her phone call. She comes out and she pays attention and she starts seeing that it's partially coiled around the trunk of the bush and partially in the tree. She takes a couple of photos. She takes a little bit of videos. First person she thought of was like, hey, go send this video and photo to the boyfriend. I started sending it to a couple of my friends, and they kind of went ham on a couple of things. But literally, the rattlesnake didn't hiss, didn't rattle. It did stick out its tongue, but it paid more attention to my daughter than it did to me until the very end. It was probably in that tree or in that bush for about an hour. I was literally like, okay, well, I'm not gonna let the dogs out for the rest of the night. 2, I don't know. I've been feeling, what I'll say, different. You got to understand that the snake symbolizes shedding, renewal, spiritual power. The snake never struck. It just showed up like a guardian, maybe even a test. Ever had a spiritual message hidden in plain sight? Let's talk about snake energy, Kundalini energy.